Petitions have been delivered to the Clerk for presentation.
Petition of Annalise Hall requesting that the House note that 5,296 people have signed a petition requesting that the Minister for Social Development set up an independent commission of inquiry into the historic sexual, physical and emotional abuse of children in state care. Petition of Graham John Smith requesting that the House note that 131 residents surrounding the Papamoa sewerage pumping station oppose the Ministry of Social Development transitional housing development on this drainage site.
Those petitions stand referred to a select committee allocated by the Clerk. Ministers have delivered papers.
Health Research Council of New Zealand, Statement of Performance Expectations 2017-18 and Statement of Intent 2017 to 2021. Privacy Commissioner, Statement of Performance Expectations 2017 to 2018 and Statement of Intent 2017 to 2021. Te Mangai Pāho, the Māori Broadcasting Agency, Statement of Performance Expectations 2017-18. New Zealand Qualifications Authority, Statement of Performance Expectations 2017-18. Ag Research, Statement of Corporate Intent 2017 to 2022. Institute of Environmental Science and Research, Statement of Corporate Intent 2017 to 2022. Institute of Geological and Nuclear Science 2017 Addendum to the Statement of Corporate Intent 2016 to 2021. Landcare Research, Statement of Corporate Intent 2017 to 2022. National Institute of Water and Atmospheric Research, Statement of Corporate Intent 2017 to 2022. Plant and Food Research, Statement of Corporate Intent 2017 to 2022. Archives New Zealand, Statement of Government Record Keeping 2015 to 2016. Transpower New Zealand, Statement of Corporate Intent 2017 to 2018. Assure Quality, Statement of Corporate Intent 2017 to 2020. Electricity Corporation of New Zealand, Statement of Corporate Intent for the year ended 30th of June 2018. Solid Energy Coals of New Zealand, Statement of Corporate Intent for the 3 years commencing 1 July 2018. Airways New Zealand, Statement of Corporate Intent 2017-18 to 2019-20. Meteorological Service of New Zealand, Statement of Corporate Intent 2017 to 2020. Cordia Group, Statement of Corporate Intent 2018. Lotto New Zealand, Statement of Performance Expectations for the financial year ending 30th of June 2018. New Zealand Walking Access Commissioner, Statement of Performance Expectations 2017 to 2018. Law Commission, Statement of Performance Expectations 2017 to 2021. Winston Churchill Memorial Trust Board Annual Report for the year ended 31st of March 2017.
And I present the report of the Controller and Auditor General entitled Commentary on Tirohanga Makapuno 2016 Statement on the Long-Term Fiscal Position. Those papers are published under the authority of the House. Select Committee reports have been delivered for presentation, and again there's a large number of them. I'd be grateful for members' cooperation.
Reports of the Commerce Committee on the 2017-18 estimates for vote business, science and innovation, excluding appropriations relating to science and innovation, and on the international treaty examination of the Marrakesh Treaty to facilitate access to published works for persons who are blind, visually impaired or otherwise print disabled. Reports of the Education and Science Committee on the 2017-18 estimates for vote business, science and innovation, appropriations relating to science and innovation only, and the 2017-18 estimates for vote education review office and for vote tertiary education, and the international treaty examination of the regional cooperative agreement for the research, development and training related to nuclear science and technology 2017. Reports of the Foreign Affairs, Defence and Trade Committee on the 2017-18 estimates for vote customs and for vote foreign affairs and trade and vote official development assistance. Reports of the Government Administration Committee on the 2017-18 estimates for vote arts, culture and heritage, for vote internal affairs, for vote office of the clerk, for vote ombudsman, for vote parliamentary peoples, for vote Pacific peoples, for vote parliamentary service, for vote sport and recreation, for vote state services, excluding social investment appropriations, for vote statistics and for vote women. Reports of the Justice and Electoral Committee on the 2017-18 estimates for vote justice and vote courts, and on the visit of the Justice and Electoral Committee to Australia 27 to 31 March 2017. Reports of the Law and Order Committee on the 2017-18 estimates for vote corrections, on the Anti-Money Laundering and Countering Financing of Terrorism Amendment Bill, and on the petition of Soni Salini and 1,151 others. Reports of the Local Government and Environment Committee on the 2017-18 estimates for vote conservation, for vote environment and for vote Parliamentary Commissioner for the Environment. Reports of the Māori Affairs Committee on the 2017-18 estimates for vote Māori development and for vote treaty negotiations, and on the iwi and hapua of Te Rohe o Te Wairoa Claim Settlement Bill. Reports of the Primary Production Committee on the 2017-18 estimates for vote lands and for vote primary industries and food safety. Reports of the Social Services Committee on the 2017-18 estimates for vote building and housing, for vote social development, for vote housing, for vote state services, social investment appropriations only, and for vote vulnerable children, Oranga Tamariki.
The bills are set down for second reading. The report on the visit of the Justice and Electoral Committee to Australia and the reports on the international treaty examinations are set down for consideration. No bills have been introduced. The House comes to questions for oral answer question number 1. A point of order, Richard Prosser.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Mr Speaker, I wish to bring to your attention